Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Bickle. Welcome to INN News. He became the nation's most wanted man after Osama bin Laden was killed. Notorious Boston gangster James Whitey Bulger is now behind bars in L.A. after being on the run for 16 years. The FBI wanted him in connection with 19 murders. Books have been written about the 81-year-old, and he was the inspiration for the film The Departed. Police arrested Bulger and his longtime girlfriend Catherine Gregg at a Santa Monica apartment. Those who lived nearby knew him as Charles, and needless to say, they're shocked.
And I'm surprised that he lived right around the block. I've gone around the block 500 times with my dog, and I've probably met him, but I wouldn't know that it was he.
It's a little bit disconcerting, you know, it's odd. It didn't seem anything out of the ordinary. They just, you know, if I'm even remembering them, just a regular couple.
I grew up in the same housing development that Whitey actually grew up in as well, in Old Harbor, Mary Ellen McCormick development. And yeah, and I guess we both enjoy the California weather, it seems like. And we grew up in the same neighborhood, and I guess we're neighbors as well. So
The big break came after a tip from a new publicity campaign to nab that mobster. Well, 10 years, $400 billion, 1,500 deaths. Now the exit strategy for America's longest war is known. Last night, President Obama spelled out how many troops will begin coming home.
Starting next month, we will be able to remove 10,000 of our troops from Afghanistan by the end of this year.
The president wants 20,000 more withdrawn from Afghanistan by the end of 2012, leaving about 70,000. After this reduction, troops will come home at a steady pace.
Over the last decade, we have spent $1 trillion on war at a time of rising debt and hard economic times. Now we must invest in America's greatest resource, our people.
Afghanistan's president says he welcomes the president's decision, and he says his country will be ready to take over.
In terms of overall security of the country, in terms of the mobility of the forces, the mobility of the people, things are better.
President Obama says the end of 2014 is the target date for ending that combat mission completely in Afghanistan. Well, so much for the friendly skies. An obscenity-laced, homophobic rant from the flight deck prompts an apology from Southwest Airlines.
Chicago cruise, 11 out of 12. There's 12 flight attendants, individual, never the same flight attendant twice. 11 over-the-top homosexuals and a granny. 11. I thought I was in Chicago, which was Partyland.
Okay, weather's transmitting. You better watch what you're saying.
A pilot, not realizing his cockpit mic is open, is overheard complaining about flight attendants. Even after being interrupted by those air traffic controllers, the agitated pilot said it was difficult to find coworkers he wanted to go out with. Passengers couldn't hear him, but other planes using the control frequency could.
What he said is offensive and inconsistent with the professional behavior and overall respect we require from all employees. He has formally apologized to FAA controllers, and he knows what he did cannot happen again.
The incident happened in March. The pilot still hasn't been identified, but was sent to sensitivity training. He's now back in the air. What do you think? Should that pilot be fired? Share your thoughts on our Facebook page, facebook.com/INN News. We're back on the Flood Watch tonight with some dire news for people along the Missouri River. Recent wet weather is the reason for it, and today the Army Corps of Engineers upped the releases at Gavins Point Dam in Yankton, South Dakota to 160,000 cubic feet of water per second. This is a record-breaking number. The Corps is trying to get rid of floodwaters that are piling up in the reservoir system. Downriver in Fremont County, Nebraska, just north of the town of Hamburg. This is not good news. Because of that, more than 600 were given evacuation orders. Clark Young from our Omaha affiliate KPTM tells us why these evacuations are only the beginning.
Between myself, the commission chairman, and one of the members of the Board of Supervisors, we had a discussion this morning about what was going on, and we decided to make it a mandatory evacuation of everything west of I-29.
Just a week after the levee broke along the Missouri River, the water has already made its way over the interstate and up to the levee surrounding Hamburg. And now, this levee is the only thing that's protecting the towns west of I-29 and the river.
This map displays Hamburg, okay? All this brown area out here is anywhere from 8 to an excess of 10 feet of water.
300 people have already evacuated from the south part of Hamburg, and over 660 people have evacuated from Bluff Road to the west.
These levees have never been exposed to this amount of water and for this amount of time.
And starting tomorrow, when the Army Corps of Engineers opens Gavins Point Dam to 160,000 cubic feet per second, Mike says that it's only going to get worse.
These levees aren't built for that. And my personal opinion of it, looking at it and seeing what's happening south of me, knowing everything else that's going on, there's a good possibility that some of our levees over on the west side of the county, the river, will be coming across the top of them.
The 4 communities that are being affected by this evacuation plan are McPaul, Bartlett, Percival, and Hamburg. But if the levee breaks, this could only be the beginning.
According to the Corps of Engineers' worst case scenario projections, the levee breaks, all this water gets out, we'll have anywhere from 2 to 10 feet of water from Bluff Road to the river.
Clark Young reporting for INN News.
Elsewhere, flood sirens sounded in Minot, North Dakota, signaling immediate evacuations from the rising river. Officials moved up the evacuation of a quarter of the state's 4th largest city. The National Weather Service is telling people to move to higher ground immediately from all areas extending from Burlington through Minot, Logan, and Sawyer. The river's expected to break previous flood records set in 1881 by, get this, an estimated 5 feet and reach up to 8 feet higher than it did in 1969. Time for Global News Now. A close call for a little boy in southern China. Check out this video of a 4-year-old boy dangling from a 6th-floor window grate. The boy got stuck between the anti-theft bars outside the window. Neighbors called police after seeing that boy dangling. After about 10 minutes, the boy's mother came and pulled that child to safety. A smooth touchdown for Boeing's newest jet. The 787 Dreamliner debuted this week at a Paris air show. The lightweight plane is designed for better fuel efficiency and can carry up to 252 passengers. Boeing was 3 years behind in the plane's debut, mostly because of supply issues. Delays aside, the company says it already has more than 800 orders for the model. Well, you may know him from movies like Pretty Woman, but actor Richard Gere has something else he's promoting: photography. The 62-year-old is in South Korea for a 5-day visit, promoting his Buddhist-themed photography exhibit. The exhibition, called Pilgrim, features 64 photographs he took of Tibet and other Buddhist countries over the span of 30 years. Gere is a devout Buddhist.
I think it's impossible to look at these photographs and not realize the extraordinary suffering of the Tibetan people.
And that's your Global News Now. Well, a blind horse is finally safe after being rescued from a pool in Acreage, Florida. The horse, stuck and confused in a swimming pool, was pulled to safety by Palm Beach County fire crews late Tuesday night. Casper's owner says the 26-year-old horse was grazing and somehow ended up in the pool by accident. After calling 911, she jumped in and pulled Casper to the shallow end, where she waited until rescue crews and a veterinarian arrived. Crews were forced to pump the water out, had to give Casper a mild sedative to lift him out gently. He's back with the other horses, though, now, and doing just fine. Well, caught on tape, police are looking for the driver who hit a convenience store worker before speeding off. Happened earlier this month outside the 7-Eleven store near Philadelphia. You can see that car crashing into the building, hitting an employee who was standing outside. Officers say the employee will be okay. He's recovering from an injured leg. Passenger in that car surrendered to police on Tuesday. Police are still searching for the driver. Up next, getting ready to celebrate the red, white, and blue with some boom. Some safety reminders for you. And if you haven't booked your holiday flight, well, you should get right on that. Plus, there's something very scary in your kitchen. News that may leave your stomach feeling a bit unsettled. And we want to remind you, INN News is on Facebook. Now you can find us on Twitter at INN News Network. And we're on YouTube. We're reaching out to you so you can reach out to us. INN News. We'll be right back.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in credit card debt? And are you struggling to make ends meet during these tough economic times? We can help you design a plan to get you out of debt in months instead of years and save you thousands. We can settle your debt for much less than you owe, and there are no upfront fees. Call right now and talk to one of our specialists to see if you qualify. There are no obligations.
They were there to help us every step of the way.
They set me up with one affordable monthly payment. I now have money left over each month to live my life on my terms.
Call the number on your screen now. It only takes a few minutes for our specialists to find the program that fits you or your family best. We can help you set up a payoff plan for credit card debt, medical bills, and much more. This is a real solution. No settlement, no cost, no risk.
Call 800-224-0792 and get on the road to financial freedom. That number again is 800-224-0792.
At J.G. Wentworth, we say get cash now for your structured settlement.
J.G. Wentworth? Cash now?
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money and I need it now.
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 If you have a structured settlement and you need cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. We'll buy all or part of your structured settlement for a lump sum cash amount so you can pay bills that have piled up as a result of an injury or an inability to work. Call J.G. Wentworth now and speak to one of our structured settlement specialists. You'll get a no-cost appraisal and have all of your questions answered. The call is free and there's no obligation.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call 1-800-803-8161. Don't wait. Call today.
Thanks for checking into INN Weather. I'm meteorologist Ed Russo. The central U.S. is starting to clear out finally after a cold front pushed through, but we can still see that cold front very defined here across the eastern U.S., bringing some more showers and storms, even some severe weather from the Ohio Valley on eastward, and very cold conditions where we actually have the upper level low spinning over the upper Great Lakes. Tornado watch box in effect for central Tennessee all the way through eastern Kentucky and western West Virginia. Could see some supercell thunderstorms developing here, especially through the evening, any of which could take on enough rotation to bring that circulation to the ground, which would spin up a tornado, and a couple of those thunderstorms could have that potential as we go through the evening. That's why the tornado watch box is in place. Across Michigan, though, Minnesota and Wisconsin, here we have that upper level low circulation bringing cloudy, dreary, and windy weather, even some high waves being kicked up across the northern shore of the upper peninsula of Michigan. Lake Superior seeing waves of 3 to 4 feet, especially right on the coastline out in the middle of the lake. We're seeing waves of 6 to 8 feet, so pretty impressive there. Radar further east, where we could see some severe weather across Pennsylvania today. I expect the threat here to be mostly thunderstorm wind damage, and then across New England, we're just going to see general rain, maybe 1 inch by the end of the evening hours, but back to the west, some heavier rain could fall, especially across the Hudson Valley of New York, where we have flash flood watches in effect. Here's a severe weather risk today in several areas from Montana southward through Wyoming and Idaho, Central Plains, and also an area across the Ohio Valley, coastal Carolinas, and also the Mid-Atlantic from Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. Eastward through New England could see some strong thunderstorms. Tomorrow it's across the Central and High Plains through the mid-Mississippi Valley. Once again, the East Coast under the gun for some fireworks tomorrow night, and then severe weather on Saturday looks to happen over the upper Mississippi Valley westward right along the Nebraska, Wyoming, and South Dakota border. Could see some strong thunderstorms as well for the first half of the weekend. Florida seeing some pop-up storms as well, not really moving too fast, especially the storms out ahead of the cold front. Even southern Florida seeing some very slow-moving thunderstorms that are creeping very slowly to the north and west, so any one of those storms could drop quite a bit of rain in a short period of time. We're seeing much better conditions across Texas and Louisiana today, but it was nice to see the rain while we had it. For the past 2 days there, they have had quite a drought and are still in a drought, but the recent rains have definitely put a punch in the deficit across that area. Radar across the southwest, dry but hot, especially across Arizona and California, and we have another severe thunderstorm watch in place across north central Montana, where unfortunately we are going to get more rain, and that's why we have some flood watches in effect for Montana and Idaho. Temperatures tonight pretty mild across the south, 75 in Houston, and building heat once again across the southwest. It's eventually going to migrate to the east, where areas last week were in the hundreds. Mike?
Well, if you play with fireworks, you can be badly burned or even killed. That's the message from the government, reminding us yet again about the danger. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission staged a demonstration in Washington using mannequins. They showed one being set on fire by a sparkler, another getting its head blown off after lighting a firework. Last year, around the 4th, fireworks sent close to 2,000 people to the hospital. At least 3 people were killed. Well, planning to get away this 4th of July? You better book fast. Why the rush? And tonight's Back to Business. Airfares for the holiday weekend are expected to jump 10% this week, if some already haven't. Thanks to rising fuel costs and consumer demand, airfares are already higher than they were last year. The average domestic round-trip ticket is $388. That's up 7% from this time last year. The Postal Service is suspending its federal employee retirement system. It was $8 billion in the red last year because of the recession and increased internet use. The Post Office pays $115 million every 2 weeks into the federal employee retirement system. It will continue to forward employee contributions to the retirement account. Verizon plans to end its unlimited data plans. A spokesperson says the company is moving to a more usage-based model next month. Customers currently under contract won't be affected by the changes. AT&T became the first company to eliminate unlimited data plans in June 2010. T-Mobile followed suit last month. Get ready for yet another new version of Apple's iPhone. Bloomberg reports the newer version, which is expected to debut in September, has a stronger chip for processing data and a more advanced camera. And that's tonight's Back to Business. Well, it's supposed to make your dishes clean, but what's really in your dishwasher? This story may give you the heebie-jeebies. Plus, a dog on a diet. Now this pup really packed on the pounds. It's coming up next on INN.
Hi, I'm Howard Dvorkin, the founder of Consolidated Credit. For almost 2 decades, Consolidated Credit has helped millions of Americans just like you. We've helped nurses and doctors. We've helped police officers and firefighters. We've helped homemakers and home builders. We've helped over 5 million people suffering from credit card debt. And now we want to help you.
Consolidated Credit is the one company you can trust. Our exclusive Freedom Quest program can help you find options and solutions to your financial challenges. We can reduce your monthly payments by up to 50%, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, save you thousands in interest and fees, and help you get out of debt fast.
When credit card debt is the problem, we're the solution. We've helped over 5 million people. Let us help you.
You're one call away from financial freedom.
Call Consolidated Credit now. 1-800-320-2698. 1-800-320-2698.
This is what evil looks like up close. It's The Nazis, a warning from history on DVD. The shocking filmed record of a world gone mad. From deep within secret German archives comes footage so unnerving, it still can't be shown on television. If you believe we can learn from the past, this is one collection you absolutely must own. Get it now on 4 DVDs for just $59.99. But wait, call with your credit card and you'll pay only $39.99. It's so important you see this. We'll pay your shipping. That's an additional savings of nearly $7. Look into the face of evil. Try not to blink. Call now to get The Nazis, a warning from history on 4 DVDs for just $39.99. We'll ship it for free.
Call 1-800-214-3086 to order Nazis, a warning from history for $39.99 and receive free shipping when you call in the next 10 minutes with a credit card or order online at timelife.com/Nazi.
Well, there's fungus among us. This may have you wanting to put more effort into cleaning your dishwasher. A study out of fungal biology found fungi in 62% of dishwashers sampled on 6 continents. Researchers say it was discovered on the rubber band of the dishwasher door. The majority of the fungi found is a kind that can possibly lead to disease. Moist, hot environments are a common breeding ground for fungi. Well, fresh food may not be the only advantage to shopping at a farmer's market. It could help keep you healthy for the long term. Researchers looked at the relationship between diet-related health outcomes and their surrounding food environments. Results show people who live near and shop at a local farmer's market tend to have a lower risk for obesity and diabetes. That's compared to people who live near and shop at wholesale clubs and supercenters. Researchers say supercenter and warehouse club stores tend to be associated with higher obesity and diabetes rates because of the processed food they sell. Well, don't be surprised if you see some new lower calorie options at your favorite restaurant. A new government rule is expected to take effect by the end of the year, requiring big restaurant chains to post calorie counts. Now, several food joints are cutting calories ahead of that change. IHOP is now serving a turkey, bacon, and egg whites breakfast. Panera Bread has cut back on the mayo and bread in its sandwiches. And Starbucks is offering now some smaller cakes and donuts. Well, here's a dog that might benefit from a lower calorie menu. Samson is Australia's heaviest dog. Get this, he weighs an unbelievable 187 pounds. This black Labrador retriever in Melbourne has been on a human diet of pizza, burgers, and pies for years. But since he can barely squeeze into his doghouse, the owners took him to an animal aid shelter for help.
All of the staff were staggered. They'd never seen a dog that had been loved quite that much.
And he's such a kind, happy dog. He gets along really well with the other dogs, and he's just such a good-natured fella.
Now, after Samson slims down, he will be able to exercise along with his new diet. Well, Wonder Woman at Walmart. Coming up later, the lengths a lady went to in order to stop beer thieves. You gotta see this. First, another amazing lady, Dee Armstrong. She has the fix for everything and gets us tiling. That's coming up next on INN.
Stay tuned for an exciting money-making opportunity from SMC. Would you like to make more money, set your own hours, and spend more time with your family? Well, now you can with SMC.
I'm an SMC believer. I'm going to tell you what, it's an opportunity for anybody to get in and have a home-based business and be successful.
Mothers around the world should do this, yes, and they can stay home with their kids.
I don't have to be bothered with the hectic day-to-day working for someone else. I'm working for myself.
I just wish now I'd have done this 10 or 15 years ago. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
SMC supports its members with a huge warehouse stocked with thousands of products that you can sell for profits of up to 300% and more. Call right now to request your free information packet. And remember to ask your operator how you can jumpstart your business with $100 worth of free SMC merchandise.
Just pick up the phone and call this toll-free number now. Remember, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Experience Bare Minerals, the foundation that started the makeup revolution. Are you ready for flawless coverage and makeup that is actually good for your skin? Now you can get our new kit for over 75% off what you'd pay at retail. Our exclusive introductory Get Started kit includes the award-winning Bare Minerals Foundation. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow, Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call now and receive our new bonus collection worth $57.95 free, including the highly anticipated Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. Our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But for a limited time, you get all this, including the bonus gifts, for only 1 payment of $29.99. You save over $90 and get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
To save over 75%, order now by calling 1-800-200-8130 and ask how you can receive this free handy compact with brush with your order.
Welcome back, everyone. You know, summer is when most of us decide to get all the fix-it projects done around the house. Well, in tonight's Fixing It with Dee, Dee Armstrong shows us how to fix your tile problem by putting it down on your own.
There's a basic rule when choosing the size of your tile. Big room, big tile. Small room, small tile.
If it was a bathroom, you'd want to use like a 6x6 or an 8x10.
When you get to the store, it can be overwhelming. There is tile everywhere. So I think that before you get to the store, you need to kind of know what the room is going to look like. Do you sell a lot of the 77 center?
Yes, we do. It's actually about as good as the dollar range. It's just we buy it in such a bulk because it's a special buy.
To say which one of these is your biggest seller.
A lot of the topaz cypress is selling, the darker tile.
If you're going to choose an intricate pattern, remember it's probably going to cost you more because more tile and more time is involved. So choose something simple. It'll cost less, and most of the time you'll be just as happy. Picking out tile is decorating, and you want to make sure that the tile you get is the tile you're going to have for years, because once it's in, it's in.
I'm Dee Armstrong reporting.
Well, thieves take off with beer from Walmart, but a soccer mom isn't letting them get away with that. What drastic action she took next on INN.
Car owners, does your vehicle have less than 120,000 miles on it? Is it less than 10 years old? Is your current auto warranty about to expire? Well, Cover America Auto Care has a very special offer just for you. With current economic conditions causing bankruptcies and a downturn in new car sales, Cover America Auto Care now offers inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage direct to the public. You can save thousands of dollars on auto repairs. A toll-free line has been made available so car owners can call and get a free no-obligation quote. This auto protection is backed by an A-rated insurance carrier. Plus, you get a claims department that has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 24-hour emergency roadside assistance is also included. You will be amazed at how much you can save on future car repair bills. So call for your free, no-obligation quote now. Do not wait. Get covered today and rest easy tonight.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number or visit our website. A free idea kit and DVD will be sent to your home so you can discover all the benefits of owning your own pool. Compared to traditional pools, Endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Our precision-engineered pools enable you to swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed and ability. Endless pools are perfect for year-round health and fitness, relaxation, and family fun. Our free idea kit and DVD will show you how easy it is for the whole family to enjoy a pool right in your backyard or home. An Endless pool or an Endless pool swim spa can become a showplace for your home. Call our toll-free number or visit the website to find out more about Endless pools. The free idea kit will show you just how easy it is to be able to swim at home.
Well, a woman goes to extremes to stop suspected thieves at a Walmart. A shopper in Houston took things into her own hands when she spotted 3 young men taking beer without paying.
I told the cashier, do something, you know, they're leaving, and she couldn't do anything, so I just told her, watch my purse.
Monique Lawless chased the men to their car and jumped on the hood. She slid off as they started to drive away, but not without trying the door handle, then falling to the ground. Police later spotted the car, gave chase, even pinning a suspect against the fence. The men were charged with aggravated robbery and evading arrest. Lawless is a little swollen and says looking back, she probably shouldn't have jumped on the car. I'm Mike Mickle. From all of us here at INN, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.